Hello everyone, I am Navkaizir and I am currently pursuing civil engineering in Rangsit International College, and I am going to talk about the importance of a good sleep for a university student. To begin with, let us define what a good sleep is. A good sleep can be defined as feeling refreshed and ready for the day after having a night's sleep. In other words, it can also be defined as falling asleep within 30 minutes of entering your bedroom and then waking up for at least once that will not last longer than 5 minutes. And then also for 85% of the time that you have been on your bedroom, you should be asleep rather than studying books or using your cell phones. Scientifically speaking, sleeping hours varies for different age groups of people. While newborn babies might need 12 to 18 hours of sleep in a day to get a good sleep, an adult will require only 7 to 9 hours of sleep to get a good sleep. The following image shows how much sleeping hours is required for each individual to get a good amount of good sleep.
This image shows how much sleeping hours is required by people of different age groups. As you can see, for newborn babies, 12 to 18 hours of sleep is required, and then as your age goes on increasing, the sleeping hours goes on decreasing until it reaches the teenager years, where the sleep one requires to get a good sleep is around 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
From statistics and survey, it has been found out that among the different age group of people, teenagers are those group of people who has sleep deprivation, or it has been found out that teenagers are those that don't get good amount of sleep. The group that belongs from 0 to 10 years age of people, they could get good amount of sleep, whereas adults had also some problems getting good amount of sleep. But as compared to the teenagers, the adults' problem weren't that big. In a survey conducted by a US, it has been reported from 2012 to 2015, 22% of more teenagers were said to be getting sleep deprivation, or they couldn't get enough sleep. And as the time went on, from 2015, it has been reported that about 42% of teenagers have sleep deprivation, or they didn't get good amount of sleep.
This graph shows how much average sleeping hour one gets in their respected country. This was a survey conducted among the adults and teens of those countries, as they were the one getting more sleep deprivation. We can see that almost all of these countries have their people suffering from lack of sleep. Japan is seen to be the one with the lowest sleeping hours, and one of the shocking relations that has been found is that there are more suicide rates in Japan as compared with other countries. This can be due to the fact that more people in Japan gets less amount of sleep, and due to that it has affected their mental health, due to which they are prone to suicides. This image shows us the consequences of poor sleep, or what a poor sleep does to an individual. This cycle shows one how lack of sleep can cause one mental health issues. To begin with, if one has not a good amount of sleep at night, then that will lead to one getting tired throughout the day. The tiredness will lead to the difficulty in coping of one's life with their own daily life. That difficulty in coping will lead to one's low self-esteem. That low self-esteem, however, will bring one feelings of worry, and that feelings of worry will be throughout that person through the day, and that feelings of worry will not allow him or her to have a peaceful sleep, and thus begins the lack of sleep, and the cycle continues. Lack of sleep can also cause one's physical body to be at risk. That is, your brain eyes, pancreas, heart, and immune systems can be at risk if you don't get a good sleep. As for brain, a lack of sleep can make you anxious and emotional. As for your eyes, you will get easily distracted visually. As for your heart, lack of sleep can cause you to increase in your blood pressure, which will put you at greater risk for hypertension. And for your immune system, it will lead to inflammation throughout your body, which decrease your immune system's strength, thus making you prone to diseases.
Have a consistent, fixed wake-up time, even on weekends, to build a steady sleep pattern. 2. Expose yourself to natural outside light upon awakening, even if it's cloudy outside. Open your blinds and have your morning cup of coffee or tea while gazing out the window. 3. Unless you are a shift worker, do not nap. Naps interfere with the restorative value of sleep later at night. If you're tired, the best strategy is to get into bed earlier that evening. 4. Do not have caffeine after noon. The half-life of caffeine is 5 hours, which means that 5 hours after having caffeine, 50% is still left in your body. It takes another 5 hours for the caffeine to be reduced in half again to 25%, and so on. So by 10 p.m., 25% of the caffeine from your 12 p.m. coffee will still be in your body. 5. Don't do intensive exercise 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Exercise gets us physiologically aroused and activated, and this state is incompatible with sleep. 6. Reduce or eliminate alcohol use. Even 1 unit of alcohol interferes with sleep quality and makes sleep less restorative. 7. Create a bedtime routine that is relaxing. Create a ritual in the hour before sleep. Have decaf tea or a warm bath. Dim the lights and put away electronic devices. Make a clear distinction between daytime activities associated with alertness and bedtime ones associated with relaxation. 8. Make your bedroom environment comfortable and conducive to sleep. Get comfortable pillows and bedding, darken the room, and keep the temperature moderate.
As we are currently living in the COVID situation, it is certain that many of the people will be spending most of their time inside their room, and as they spend most of their time in the room, there will be nothing fun for them to do, to which they will resort to using their cell phones and playing games, as there will be the only entertaining thing left for them to do. And now when they use their cell phones and when they play games, it is sure that they will stay awake late at night. And when they stay awake late night, it will disrupt their sleeping schedules. And as one sleeping schedule gets disrupted, we know that their work or the event that they have for the following day will be disrupted for sure. And for students, the situation can be like their classes and their assignments and all can get affected if we don't have correct or a good sleeping schedules. So that's why the purpose for this video to be made is to help those students who have a tough time getting a good sleep, and also to help those students who doesn't know the importance of a good sleep in their life.
Well, it's almost 2 a.m. now and I have been up editing this whole video. So, as to not be seen as a hypocrite, this is I, Namka signing out. Good night. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't let the bedbugs bite.